started. Okay, hi everybody, welcome. Super thrilled to be back with you all from Hand and Stone today to talk about our microcurrent skincare with Ionplex, aka our Ionized Skincare. And as you know, NuFACE is a unique female-founded and innovative aesthetic family-owned company that we've really been working towards being focused on transforming the way that consumers really approach skincare since 2005, basically manufacturing these clinically proven, non-invasive, at-home devices that are ideal for skin health as well. So with microcurrent as part of our NuFACE DNA, we really look to really sort of define what that perfect union looks like between both beauty products and then also technology as well, to really deliver this innovative multi-solution, safe, efficacious products to our consumers worldwide. As a company, our vision is obviously to be the innovator of these clinically proven at-home anti-aging devices used by every client to really look and feel more beautiful. So before we jump in, I just want to kind of share with you the kind of like inspiring story behind the NuFACE brand. So Tara Peterson actually began her career as a graduate of the University of San Diego. And it was really in her first position of sales that she realized that sales was not, what was her inspiration in life. And her entrepreneurial spirit was really sparked by something much, much greater. She was really inspired by her mother, Carol Cole, who obviously is our NuFACE co-founder and a licensed esthetician for over 30 years. And so Carol developed this loyal following of clients, really like the who's who of Hollywood, and developing this loyal client base, where she would go and treat them in their own private homes, even on set at like the, I forget the name of the place. Oh my gosh, it's gone out of my head. But one of the big studios, she would actually help to, provide facials for actors, for script writers as well. And so a lot of her clients were really just tired of their skin, looking tired. And she really understood that there was a real need for clients to be able to take care of their skin on a more regular basis than she could do when she was traveling with that pro-size microcurrent device from San Diego back and forth to Los Angeles. And so that amazing idea came to really sort out and create this handheld device where clients could utilize this microcurrent on the go and in their own hands and in their own homes as well. So this great anti-aging device. So Tara actually returned to pursue her career in getting her license as an esthetician and started specializing in microcurrent. And while she was actually studying at school, she began, along with her mother and sister, to really write the business plan for the NuFACE, company, and for the NuFACE devices as well. And so herself, her sister, and her mum really looked to change the beauty industry and really launched that first handheld microcurrent device in 2005 with nothing but overwhelming success as well. So before we jump into Ionized Skincare, I know that we have a couple of polls that we're going to provide you today. Alex is on, so say hi, Alex. She's going to be on the back end here running the polls for you. So the first poll that we're going to look at is finding out from you what are the main microcurrent essentials that are needed in order to get the most, device performance from your devices. So what are the three main microcurrent essentials? So we're going to go ahead and poll that to you. There are going to be 3 polls throughout our webinar today on Ionized Skincare. And towards the end, we're going to look at who is the winner. And then Alex will be reaching out to those of you that provided the correct results to the quizzes. Are you still there, Alex?
Gotta love a good poll, right? Yep, I'm right here.
Great stuff. All right. So what are the microcurrent essentials? Well, first of all, what is microcurrent? So microcurrent, as we know, is this low level energy. It's capable of facial stimulation, it's going to basically, the device itself is going to pass this negative and positive current, this pulsating current. It's a soft, gentle wave of electrical current from the device spheres to the skin and then down to those muscles. And so microcurrent itself really looks to re-energize the natural ionic flow, or the body's natural current that we're all producing. It's what kind of keeps your heart beating, as an example. And so as we start to age, that natural current starts to become depleted, like a depleted battery. And it really affects things like cell turnover. It affects the collagen and elastin production. It really affects the strength and integrity of your muscles as well. And you're going to start to see some changes in the overall radiance of the skin as well. It become more lackluster, and it's definitely going to feel different and look different as well. So this really resonates with the body, like I said, with its natural bioelectrical charges that really are taking place at that cellular level. So there are three main ways in which the microcurrent works, right? So when we think about the device, what are the three things that it's really doing? That facial stimulation is the first one. So sending those, soft, gentle waves into the skin down to the muscle stimulates the muscle and helps to improve the overall integrity and strength of our muscles. So something like our Trinity device really works on the larger, facial muscles, and, obviously the skin as well. And so it increases the circulatory system, the microcirculation. And by doing that, it also helps to improve the overall skin radiance and optimal skin health appearance. And then lastly, it also helps to boost the adenosine triphosphate, which is basically this energy molecule. So it's increasing the energies of our cells, again, helping to increase that ionic flow and really aid in kind of turning back time, if you like, by helping to stimulate that ionic flow. Like I mentioned, we're going to increase collagen and elastin production. We're going to help to increase that cell renewal. We're going to help to, again, increase that circulation, oxygen and nutrients getting to the skin as well. So it really is going to be your best friend. And I know, you all are working with these in the treatment room. And we also hope that, you've had the opportunity or maybe have a device yourself at home that, is one of your NuFACE favorites as well. So really, in order to get the best results from the devices, we know that even in the treatment room, the first thing that we always want to do with the skin is we want to cleanse, right? So we want to make sure that the skin is clean so that it can really absorb any of those actives, exfoliants, any other products that we're applying to the skin throughout the treatment. So in addition to that, being able to clean the skin and exfoliate the skin prior to microcurrent is eliminating, those keratinized skin cells, right? It helps to speed up the desquamation process. It's eliminating those surface cells that bring fresh, hydrated cells to the surface, which we'll talk about in a second. Plus, it's eliminating that sort of old skin, if you like, that also could prevent resistance against the microcurrent. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're working with an oil-free cleanser, maybe like a form of like a foaming cleanser. If you do like to use an oil cleanser like I do, just make sure that you perform, a double cleanse to make sure that you're not, leaving any debris on the skin, any oils on the skin. Make sure that the skin is also free of makeup. And so more regularly you can exfoliate, again, you're really going to enhance those results as well. And, these are all really important things. The next one is, helping to increase skin hydration. And I talked about how, when we're exfoliating the skin, it's going to further enhance the efficacy of your microcurrent treatment, but also it's going to help to increase, those fresh cells that have more surface hydration to them, and it's going to improve that barrier function as well. So microcurrent loves hydrated skin. Think about electrical current and water. They go hand in hand. And so what we want to do is be able to have a more hydrated skin so that it, especially with charged minerals that we'll talk about in a minute, to really help to provide that additional conduction. And we can do that, one of two ways. We can increase the surface hydration, right, through using topical products. Think of that as like your skincare nutrition. So we're going to utilize things like maybe boosters or skin essences or toners, and regularly using a moisturizer, regularly exfoliating the skin. maybe doing a weekly sort of hydrating mask for the skin as well. So topically, we can hydrate the skin, and then internally we can also hydrate with electrolytes, with just intake of hydration, of water as well. So those two things are really going to help to provide additional surface hydration. It's going to really help to harness that microcurrent and stop that zingy sort of prickly sensation that we get. The more dehydrated and the drier your skin is, the more, even with your products, the more you're likely to experience some of the sensation that you get with the device. The last microcurrent essential is the most essential step, if you like, and that is making sure that we are harnessing that microcurrent technology through an efficacious conductor, because we want to really effectively harness that microcurrent. We want to get it to go from those spheres to the skin and be able to get down to the muscle. And the only way to do that is with a product that has these amazing ions and hydrators to really harness that. So we're going to use our activators that have really been specifically formulated, and we'll talk about these ions, these charged mineral particles in a minute, plus these hydrators to really efficaciously conduct that microcurrent and provide skincare benefit as well. So what is it that provides the conductivity? So basically, the main part of this are ions. So ions are perfect conductors. They are these charged mineral particles. So an ion is an atom or a molecule that loses or gains an electron, and it becomes a charged ion. And charged ions become these amazing, electrical conductors. So in simple terms, if we were to take or create an ionic compound, we could take something as simple as salt, and you're going to look at a quick video here in a second. So these salt crystals, the sodium chloride or table salt, when we dissolve that into water, it disassociates, which means it kind of starts to dissolve, it breaks apart, and it creates these charged particles, these ions, which are free flowing. They're able to move throughout the solution, and they make for amazing electrical conductive solutions to be able to take our soft, gentle waves down to the muscles. Okay. So we have these natural salts in the body. Sometimes we become more depleted from them, but things like the water that we drink, the foods that we eat can provide these amazing minerals and create this electrolyte balance within our bodies as well. So I'm going to show you a very quick video that will just kind of illustrate to you the need for ions and how they work and function. So give me 1 second here, and I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Alex, let me know if you can't see this in a moment, okay?
Dissolving salt in the water. And also, I put a very simple circuit together. Hello, I'm Irina Ganopolsky, and I work for NuFACE as a product developer. Today, I would like to debunk a myth. I hear a lot that some people think they can buy aloe vera gel and it would work the same with their devices as a NuFACE ionic formulation would. And I would like to show you that it is not so. How I'm going to do this? I'm going to perform a simple science experiment in my kitchen. So here I have 2 cups. In 1 cup there is pure water with no ions. And in this cup, I'm going to create an ionic solution by just dissolving salt in the water. And also, I put a very simple circuit together, which is made out of simple light bulb and a battery. So here you can see when the circuit closes, the light bulb turns on. So we would dip the circuit into the pure water and nothing happens. Because pure water or an aloe vera gel that doesn't have any ions in it does not close the circuit and does not deliver current into the skin. And when we create an ionic solution or an ionic formula, and here I'm going to dissolve salt and water, and we dip circuit into an ionic solution, see, the light bulb turns on. So what this means is that ionic environment or an ionic formula and NuFACE formulations are very carefully designed to have an ionic environment, they close the circuit and deliver current to the surface of the skin. So an aloe vera gel is not the same as NuFACE ionic formulation.
All right. Hopefully you could all hear that. If not, obviously, you know, it's a case of like just turning up your volume, but hopefully that kind of just explained that a little bit better to everybody. So as Irina was really explaining, ions such as like magnesium, zinc, potassium, sodium, copper, these are all natural components of our body for cellular health and vitality, but they're also amazing conductors that really help to provide less resistance to the electrical current when applied to the skin. So they really effectively help the microcurrent to really transfer from the device down to where we need it most. So again, it's really important that we share and educate with our partners and and clients as well, with the consumers, that these conductors, really are essential, right? To have that precise concentration of these ions to really get the amazing device performance results that they want to see as well. So let's take a look at our proprietary blend. So this is our NuFACE Ionplex, and this is literally, it's an ionic complex, for want of a better word. So it's really the ultimate sort of conducting complex. It's really the supercharged sidekick to your device. And the Ionplex is this proprietary blend that has been specially formulated with that precise, unique ionized complex of these charged mineral particles, along with glacial water, that are really essential for skin vitality, for helping balance and strengthen the skin's natural moisture barrier as well, to really provide optimal skin hydration and device conduction as well. Okay. So why would we incorporate them into our ionized microcurrent skincare formulations? Well, it's kind of twofold. So first of all, our NuFACE DNA is technology, and all of our ionized skincare is always going to connect back to our device heritage. Our NuFACE activators are these ionized skincare formulas that are clean, that are carefully formulated with that proprietary blend of Ionplex. Okay, so that ion complex that we just spoke about to harness the microcurrent. But in addition to just being, let's say a conductor, we've got these amazing clinical gold standard ingredients in here as well that are really going to help to provide an enhanced skincare benefit for the clients that they would typically receive, let's say, from a traditional skincare product like a serum or a moisturizer that they might be using on a regular basis. So they're going to really help to target skincare concerns that your clients might have. So think of your ionized skincare really as topicals with turbo power, right? They're optimal. They're going to provide optimal results. Plus, they're also going to help to provide this youthful appearance to the skin, as we'll find out in a moment. And the benefits of them can be experienced long after that lift is over.
I love that, Emma. Topicals with turbo power.
Yeah,
I love that.
Right. So I think we're going to do another poll here really quickly. So
yeah,
have Alex do this one. So this is, I think this is more to do with learning more about, microcurrent and why we need to harness it. So kind of, what is Ionplex? What does it do? What is ionized skincare?
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and ask, what are the importance of activators at this point? So I'd love some feedback. The last one, I think people were still kind of hesitant, but go ahead and add what you think the importance of activators are into this poll.
We'll give you a second to do that. Are there any questions that are coming in, Alex?
I'm not seeing anything on my end. We do have a small but mighty group with us.
Okay, perfect.
Huge shout out to Kelly and Celeste. We have account managers on with us as well. So that's always awesome for them to join. But it seems like, for me, I love listening to you, and you're definitely covering all of our bases and then some.
Oh,
So
excellent.
thank you for doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome. If anybody does have any questions, like feel free to just shoot those questions over to Alex. You know, she is there for you guys to answer those questions that you can't maybe ask verbally today. But, you know, we would love to be able to support you in any way to help you, you know, even with just explaining this to a client, you know. So hopefully you'll be able to pull a lot of that information from today's class together, and you know, really be able to explain the differences of why we've created these brand new activators and what they can do for your clients as well. All right, so I'm going to move into that next section now. So for those of you, you know, that are answering still, you know, we are going to close this out shortly. So what then is the purpose of, you know, this ionized skincare? It really is to amp up your skincare routine, right? And so what does that look like? So you've got your activators that we're always going to apply to the skin prior to using your device, so that the ion plaques, that proprietary blend that's in there, is really going to provide optimal device performance for your clients. We've got these amazing, you know, ingredients, clinical gold standard ingredients in here to really help to target and address skincare concerns, right? So anything that your clients are experiencing, maybe with dehydration issues, maybe with loss of skin firmness, maybe they want to improve, you know, the collagen synthesis in their skin, as we'll find out in a moment. We are going to get obviously enhanced treatment routine and results here as well. Plus, both of these activators have this amazing thirst quenching burst of hydration. So both of them are going to provide anywhere between 24 and 48 hours of additional skin hydration long after that treatment lift is over. So let's learn a little bit more about the ingredients that are going to help to target and correct, and also to harness that microcurrent to where we need it most. So the first one here is going to be our very innovative hydrating aqua gel. This is a lightweight activator, right? So it's in a gel formulation. It's got that precise concentration of that ion plex, of those charged mineral particles and glacial water, plus hyaluronic acid, to really provide optimal skin hydration. So it's going to provide the skin with a thirst quenching burst of hydration for up to 24 hours as well. It has that gel cushioning sensation, so it's going to give a great sensation to the skin, but also provide a really excellent way to glide over the muscles. As we know, we don't need a lot of pressure with those microcurrent spheres when they're on the skin. So it really enables us to glide effortlessly, and again, really conduct that microcurrent to where we need it most. Okay. So the glacial water that we do actually have within this, within the formulation itself, is a sea silt extract that is compressed. And so it comes from British Columbia in Canada. It's obtained from a process that disassociates the essence, the aqueous aspect of the sea silt, that is very, very rich in this complex of minerals. All right, so this is kind of like a composition of mineral rich clay that is compressed, and we take that aqueous formula, and that aqueous glacial water not only provides conductivity, but the rich minerals that are in there, like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, you know, are really just going to help conductivity, and also help with preventing transepidermal water loss as well. So it's going to help to improve the overall skin barrier, helping that isotonic environment. Plus, we've got the humectant hyaluronic acid in here. So that's also not only going to hydrate and plump, it's also going to help to stimulate the tightening of the junctions, right, of your skin. Really important in cell cohesion, to really help to, you know, increase that overall skin moisture as well. Plus, we've got the snow mushroom, we've got betaine, all together creating what we call this phytomoist complex, that again is going to help to deeply hydrate the skin. It's going to lock in essential moisture. It's going to help to plump the skin, thus helping to improve the appearance of fine lines as well. So when we think about, using the products, the activators, we want to use them, per sort of region, right? So we're going to want to, prior to treating, apply it just in that one area, then go ahead and then treat with your device. We don't want to apply it to the full face, otherwise we're going to get full absorption of that. By the time you move up to the next area, we're then going to notice that you don't have that amazing effortless glide over the skin, but also, we're going to lose some of that optimal conductivity as well. So they are FDA cleared. They're classed as a class 2 device, even though they are a skincare product, because they are specifically created to work in combination with your device. Okay. So we want to use a mask-like layer. I'm sure you're all very, very familiar with how much you're going to be applying to the skin. But again, let's just take a look at, I'm dropping both of my brushes here, the formula itself. So it is a slightly, thicker but lightweight gel formula. We would literally take this, apply that mask-like layer, giving a wet appearance to the skin, starting on the neck region, all the way from the clavicle up to the jawline, fill it in, and then we're ready to go ahead and utilize that device. Now, I personally also enjoy using this literally as a facial mask. So I'll actually sometimes just take it if I feel a little bit like my skin's been parched. I'll just take this and apply it to my skin, leave it on for a good sort of 20 minutes and then go ahead and rinse it off. Or you can just, take the product and work it in. It is a true leave-on product as well. Okay. So the next
Hi, Emma. Can I interrupt quickly?
Please, yeah.
Yeah. So can you touch on why our activators are a non-negotiable when it comes to utilizing the NuFACE Trinity Pro with clients and obviously in treatment?
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the video that we looked at, right? So the one that we just saw Irina in, there are lots of different, sort of products that are water-based products that, potentially could be used, but it's the amount of results that you're going to see with something that has that precise concentration of that ionic blend, right? So those charged mineral particles plus that glacial water really together are providing the optimal amount of hydration and then also conduction as well. So you're just not going to experience that from something like, I don't know, let's say for instance, an aloe vera gel, right? It's plant-based, it's going to have some minerals in it, but it's really the concentration of those minerals that really allows us to harness the technology most effectively. Another way to think about it would be, when I remember when I was pregnant and I used to go and get my ultrasounds done, right? She wasn't just pulling out like an aloe vera gel. She has a specific, formula, right? A specific product that is there to be able to be utilized as a gel on the abdominal area to really, truly, get to see the baby, right? So, I think it's really important to consider it like that and think about, just the overall results that your client's going to want to experience. Can they still get results from the device? Yes, but are they really truly getting the optimal device performance? I think that's the thing to consider.
Awesome. Thanks, Emma.
Yeah, absolutely. So unlike sort of other anti-aging products out there on the market, our activator, is really going to help to tighten and firm and boost collagen synthesis. So it's got these amazing ingredients in here, these 8 phytoactive plant ingredients. Plus, it is in this very silky, creamy formulation as well. And having something that's, more silky and creamy as a formula is great for those skins that are a little bit on the drier side. But again, this is ultimately to address, those aging concerns as well. Plus, obviously, the main purpose for using the activator is to conduct the technology itself. So this is literally, like I mentioned, a serum cream formulation. It's got these amazing active beauty ingredients in here to help to firm, to tighten, to brighten the skin and hydrate the skin for up to 48 hours. So it's providing additional skin hydration. And we've got clinical, studies on these as well that prove that it provides this, all day dewy complexion as well, while efficaciously, again, delivering that microcurrent to where we need it. So we spoke spoke about the NuFACE Ionplex. We spoke about the need for these charged mineral particles, the amazing sea silt, the glacial water, the aqueous, form of that amazing mineral-rich clay to conduct, and then also to help with, preventing that loss of water from the skin, that transepidermal water loss. The nourishment here really comes from the 8 phytoactives. So these are plant active ingredients, everything from snow mushroom, again, that is, ultimately really, really moisturizing. It's like 400 times more moisturizing than sodium hyaluronate. We've also got red clover in here. Red clover flower helps to kind of have a tightening effect and minimizes the appearance of pores. Again, we have clinical information on that. We've got the ginger root extract that helps with the flushing of the skin, the reddening of the skin. It's a great anti-irritant, along with the sunflower seed oil, a little shea butter as well. So this is where, like, a lot of us might say, well, if we've got oils in here, you say that we shouldn't use things with oils. It's all about the formulation, right? So you need to consider that, if we're adding the oils because we wanted to create a formula that was more silky, more creamy for more drier skins, then what we need to do is, increase that, concentration of the ions and glacial water to counteract that. So it enables us to have this amazing conductor at the same time as this great silky cream-like formulation as well. Okay, so great emollients for the skin. And then in addition to that, in addition to like the hyaluronic acid that we've got in here, we've got the firming African leaf juice in here, which really is a great ingredient to stimulate the natural production of elastin for a firmer, kind of more fuller looking skin as well. And then we have this time release blend. So this is, a natural blend of these micro encapsulated, it's like a delivery system, if you like, that delivers these 3 ingredients. We've got the daisy flower that's in here that inhibits the enzyme tyrosinase that's needed for pigmentation within the skin. So it helps to decrease and brighten. We've also in here got the dragon fruit. The dragon fruit is really great. It's a natural prebiotic. So again, it also helps to have almost like a brightening effect on the skin as well. And then we've got the summer snowflake, and the summer snowflake helps to affect the acetylcholine release. So it helps to have a muscle relaxing effect as well. So this is really, like it says, it's the powerhouse. The hydrating aqua gel is more of the hydrator, and then your firming and brightening silk creme is really the powerhouse out of the 2. So if you think about your hydrating aqua gel as kind of more universal, right? It's great for everybody. Me personally, I'm more breakout prone. I'm still oily, 47, but still experiencing that. I love to use aqua on the face, and then I love to use the silk from like, the jawline down through the neck region of my face. So again, you can pick and choose, you can customize, you can apply the activators wherever you feel, you need them, and you can change, things up. Maybe one time you want to use it on the face, the next time you want to use aqua, then the next time you want to use silk on your neck, again, or you could patchwork them in individual different areas of your face as well.
I love that, Emma. I know customization is really important, and also listening to your clients for hand and stone. So I think it's really important that you said that, because those who are using, you can use both of them, but just strategically and map the activators.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know that I used to work with Dermalogica, and that was one of the things, with face mapping is really all of the different things that are occurring with the skin, right? When you perform a skin analysis, you could be dehydrated in one area, you could be super oily down here, you could have breakouts here, you could have, hyperpigmentation and aging in another place. So again, just like you would do with customization of your skincare products, customize your activators in the treatment room as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah, for professional use, obviously we've got the 10 ounce of the aqua gel, we've got the 6 ounce of the silk creme. But for clients, they're purchasing either the 3.3 or the 1.69 ounce that come with this actuator pump. So share with them how to use it. Like seriously, like just one single pump is going to provide your client with the exact amount of product that they would need to use per treatment area prior to lifting. So they would just take that with their clean sweep activator brush, apply that, let's say, on the neck region, or it could be on the cheek region. And then just a little bit less is probably needed for the forehead. And then for many people, there might still just be enough on the brush to go ahead and apply that to the forehead region. So it really is, about sort of 4, possibly 5 pumps, for a full face. Okay. Typically, if you're doing sort of that, full face, you're going to get about 30 to 35 treatments, I believe it is, out of your 3.3 ounce. So it should last your client roughly about sort of 3 months if they're using it, on a regular basis, like we kind of allude to. Okay. I also, love the feel of this because it feels like a moisturizer. It's a true leave-on product. So once your client has finished up their lift, they can massage this into the skin. We have some people that don't even apply a moisturizer afterwards. They'll literally use this as their moisturizer for their skin, and then they're good to go. So again, help your client understand how to navigate and how to use the products most efficiently. Okay. The last of our activators, and I don't have the new version to show you here. Unfortunately, I'm just waiting for that to ship out to me, is our amazing Fix Line Smoothing Serum. So this is going to help to instantly brighten. It's going to help to tighten. It's going to help to smooth. It really has been, again, uniquely paired with that NuFACE Fix, as we know. So this was actually the first of the true ionized activators, even before our silk creme and our hydrating aqua gel came to be. And so this is really, again, another FDA cleared product that really, again, works alongside the device to really harness that microcurrent technology. We know with our Fix device, it's more about being sort of stimulating to the epidermal layers, and thus helping to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. We're not going all the way down to the muscle. However, that being said, there's no reason why you couldn't use your Fix Line Smoothing Serum along with your effective lip and eye attachment, because it will carry that microcurrent much, much deeper down to the muscles as well. But the Fix itself, the actual microcurrent from that with its 200 microamps, is going to be more superficial, more sort of epidermal and dermal as well. Okay. So, it's going to enable the device to feel more comfortable on the skin. It's going to be, an efficacious way to not only drive that microcurrent, but then the amazing active ingredients in here, again, like the Ionplex for conducting and harnessing the technology, but you've also got these amazing firming ingredients in here as well. So we have a triple peptide complex in here. We've got the matrixyl morphomics, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. This particular lipopeptide is the one that really influences the cellular behavior. It kind of provides like a reboot for the skin. It helps the extracellular matrix of our skin, just visibly, helping to reduce the appearance of like vertical lines, wrinkles, kind of like your frown lines or your 11s as well. The other peptide that we've got in here is going to be your X50 Myocept. So this particular peptide, this is like a drone delivery. Think of this particular peptide as almost like a Botox, like a skincare Botox. And so what this does is it helps to slow and inhibit the release of acetylcholine, and acetylcholine is what we need for muscular contraction within the skin. So it helps to inhibit that, thus kind of helping to prevent the muscles from being as deeply and effectively utilized. So it's going to help to really reduce the appearance of expression lines as well. We've got brightening, optical illuminating ingredients, these light reflecting particle pigments in here from iron oxides, again helping to kind of blur the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles as well. We've got hyaluronic acid in here for the hydration, like we spoke about earlier on, an amazing humectant plus that glacial water for hydration. And then we also still have some of the original ingredients in here. We have the olivine, which is that magnesium, enriched gemstone. Again, really great for helping to recharge and re-energize the skin. We've got the snow mushroom and the betaine. So we have that phytomoist in here as well for additional moisturization benefits. So this really is a very specifically created and designed product for the areas like around the eyes. Think of those light reflecting pigments that are going to help to really improve any sort of dark circles around the eye region, right? So helping to reflect the light is just going to help to brighten and improve that region as well. So it's really designed specifically for the finer lines and wrinkles, around the eyes, around the mouth area as well. And we've got some great results, from our like clinical studies that actually showcase that as well. Okay. So I think the next thing that we're going to do is, before we jump in and just lastly finish up by looking at our Trinity Pro device as a quick sort of refresher, recap and review. I'd love for you, again, we're going to have Alex do another poll for you, but I'd love for you to just provide us with what are the differences between your professional device, okay? So your Pro Trinity versus, let's say, your retail Trinity, right? That you might find at other sort of stores or locations, right? Because this is the one thing that we have that we should be armed with and ready to be able to share with a client after service, right? So I won't say any more than that, or I'm going to start giving away, the answers here. But if you want to go ahead and fill in for the poll, what are the main reasons that it would differ between your Trinity, right, and your Trinity Pro device? What are some of those main differences? Give you a second to answer that. Any questions coming in, Alex?
No, we're good, Emma. Yeah,
Okay.
we had a few during the activators, but we're good now.
Okay, great. Anything that I can sort of share with everybody? Anything that you think is worth shouting out?
I really like the non-negotiables. That was a big thing. Understanding that these are the fact that we did them when in our FDA trials, we did the activators with our device. So that's how you're going to get the results.
Yeah, totally.
And that we can't swap out anything else. We can't give you
Yeah.
what you deserve with our devices using anything else besides our activators. But yeah, everything else. Yeah, I shouted out the questions when I got them.
Great, great. And I think that's the important part, is the fact that we are FDA cleared, that the
Yeah.
devices are FDA cleared. So we know that they are, they're efficacious. We know that they're safe, right, for use, right, as well. And then in addition to that, the fact that your activators are also classed as a device themselves. They're classed as a class 2 device because they are literally partnering together. And so they have had to be FDA approved as well, which is a very, very unique thing when you think about skincare. You're not really going to see that anywhere else.
Yeah. And I just hope everyone remembers, if they take away anything here, remember that NuFACE is the pioneer. So we have done it right. We're going to continue to do it right. And there's lots of trials and tribulations behind before we say something that we stand by. So I love
That's
this.
it.
Love it, Emma.
But fully back it up. That's right. Good.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
all of our skincare is also clean. I just kind of wanted to touch on that with you. We do have some fragrance in our product, but it's not an artificial fragrance. So you're going to see some potentially some aromas that are going to be very, very specific to NuFACE in the coming future. But we're really not working with artificial fragrances that can sometimes create skin sensitivities and sensitivities just in general. Okay. So our NuFACE Trinity Pro, first of all, what is it, right? So this is a pro level multifunctional facial toning device that's recommended and retailed by professional estheticians only. That is number one, right? When we think about what is it that it does, it really is looking to stimulate the larger surface areas, the muscles of your face and neck. It's sending that gentle, soft microcurrent, from the device to the skin, harnessed with your activator down to the muscles, right? And what is it then doing? It's really helping to stimulate the integrity of your muscles. So it's going to improve that lifting, that toning effect. It's going to overall improve the radiance of the skin. And then in addition to that, we've also got these amazing optional attachments that your client can also purchase as well, right? These smart attachments are either going to do things like provide that precise amount of microcurrent for in and around the eye region, the mouth area. So those circular muscles that need that dedicated attention, right? It's going to allow you to get into those kind of smaller, harder to reach areas, great for hooded lids, as an example, or great for like a downturned mouth or the finer lines and wrinkles that somebody might be experiencing. And then in addition to that, we have our combination red, amber, and infrared LED. So we have our TWR, our Trinity Wrinkle Reducer attachment as well, which again is going to be amazing at helping to improve the overall radiance of the skin. And again, really works on minimizing the appearance of finer lines and wrinkles, boosting that ATP production, again, to boost collagen, elastin synthesis too. The next thing that's different when it comes to your Trinity versus your Trinity Pro is going to be your microamps, right? So we always say we want to stay below 600 microamps because that's the sweet spot, right? If we go above 600 microamps, you are going to start to get into the point when you're up 900 or 1,000 microamps. Now you're at 1 milliamp. You're going to start to get facial contraction, and we don't want that. It's going to fatigue the muscles. And when you are utilizing the muscles in contraction, that ATP is being used up, and then it's not available to stimulate collagen and elastin production as well. So that's something else to think about. So we stay in that sweet spot where, in and around that 400, but definitely below 600 mark. But our Trinity, device that we would necessarily retail at perhaps other stores, not, provided by you, the esthetician, the person that really knows skincare inside and out, that's at 335 microamps. So they are literally getting the professional device from you that you've used on them in the treatment room. That is definitely something you should be sharing. In addition to that, you're getting a 2-year warranty. They only get a 1-year warranty on your Trinity device, not the Trinity Pro. So that's an additional, kind of selling feature as well. When we think about the benefits of the Trinity as a whole, we've got these 3 anti-aging solutions with the 2 technologies all in the simple use single device. So really amazing. It's going to instantly tone, it's going to lift, it's going to contour, it's going to overall improve skin radiance, it's going to help to smooth and tighten, diminish fine lines and wrinkles as well. And as you and I, both know, it's both instant, they're going to see it straight away, but if they are diligent, if they're consistent, they're going to start to see those really amazing cumulative results as well. Just like ourselves, when we go to the gym, we put the time and the effort in, that's where we're going to see the results. And there's nothing better than going to the gym with a friend. And I always think about your NuFACE activators as almost like your fitness buddy, right? You kind of go together to really partner up and get the best out of your workouts as well. So who is it for? It's for everybody, all skin types, clients really looking to slow down the signs of aging. It's that kind of quick fix, for both the face and the neck, and it takes 5 minutes a day or less. So yeah, hopefully that was some good information for you to feel a little bit more confident about what our NuFACE microcurrent skincare with Ionplex is. It's that ionized skincare, and hopefully now we feel a bit more comfortable about why we would recommend that they use it, not just purely for conduction, although it is going to do that. It's really going to help to enhance, it's going to prolong the results of their microcurrent treatment. But in addition to that as well, we have these gold standard clinical grade active ingredients that are really going to help to transform the skin and correct some of their skin concerns as well. All right, Alex, anything that you wanted to share about the quiz and the way that we've kind of done it today with regards to doing a poll?
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys know that Daisy Torres is our winner. Thank you so much for contributing. Daisy, if you could just send me a DM on Facebook with your spa location, and I'll send you out a gift for your
Excellent.
participation. And also, can I say, Emma, thank you so much for your time. I know this is super valuable. For those who couldn't join us, they will watch this. Lots of feedback from estheticians that I was with in the Arizona market this week. They love our webinars.
That's
So
great.
thank you so much for this. Every time I watch one, I learn something new with you. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody on the webinar today as well.
Yeah,
But that was it. That was awesome.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Again, it's always a pleasure. We, hope that, you obviously got what you needed out of today's webinar, and you can obviously go back once this is posted, rewatch any of that information, again. So just have a very uplifting day, and we hope to see you in person very soon.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Emma.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.